Hey everyone, I'm Afrothors and today we're going to be playing some We Happy Few. It's a weird game set in a weird version of England where I believe we lost the war to Germany and we never really recovered. So yeah, this is going to be fun. Right, let's start a new game. It's going to be going on the normal difficulty. And yeah, let's begin. Alright. We've got the redactor in front of us, which we either approve or restore. No. Mrs. E.W. Bauer wins garden prize. So she was awarded the garden prize for her flowers. Apparently it was good enough. So send that back up to the masses. No swimming in the river.
Oh, heavens no.
Apparently we don't want people to worry about toxic chemicals in place. Suppose that sort of makes sense in a centre-heavy sort of way. Hastings brothers win scrap gathering. Percival and Arthur Hastings. Oh, okay, that's had an interesting effect on us.
It is very dangerous to put your hat outside the windows of the train.
Arthur, where are you? Arthur! How did you go? Arthur! Arthur!
I should just take my joy, shouldn't I?
So we either hold E to remember or hold V to take joy. Well, this is the office. It looked slightly better just before we had that episode. See, you can just about see that we're Arthur Hastings. So that means that this is actually me with my brother Percival. And I think that's what we need to remember. And you know what? I think let's do it. You know, find out about what's happened to our siblings.
Percy! Percy!
Arthur, where are you? Arthur!
What have you been up to? No one's seen you for hours.
Colour's back.
Nose to the grindstone, you know.
Then why haven't I heard a single whoosh through the door since 10 o'clock? Did you forget we're having Deirdre's birthday party?
Oh.
We've got a piñata.
Right. Brilliant. Of course.
Have you forgotten your joy?
Of course not. Snug as a bug on a drug.
Well, come on then, finish up.
Just have a few more pages. I know you're very busy.
Then don't take too long to finish.
Oh wow, that smile. That's
The power cell's empty.
Well, what will you do?
well, let's do it.
I'll get a new one.
Let's pick up this new power cell. Let's have a look at the other joy capsule. Could have taken you, but I was not to. Right, let's put another power cell in. You look.
I love what you've done with your office. It's so
It's these
homey.
masks. It's so weird. So bloody weird. Alright, let's continue going.
There is now a
Oh my
curfew in
God.
effect at night. Any civilian on the street...
What are we going to do, Arthur?
We're brothers. We'll look out for each other. That's what we'll do.
I mean, if you read the document, I kind of feel like if you weren't Percival or Arthur, as the case is, you wouldn't get weirdly affected by it. So we should just accept.
That's a past we can remember safely.
Hence, she knows.
Well, I expect you in the conference room presently. Don't dawdle. You don't want to miss the piñata.
Wasn't Prudence supposed to be coming back today? I made her a welcome back card.
So children will be under the age of 13 must registered by the authority, and I can't eliminate the regulation any further. I imagine some other stuff. I kind of feel like that's something that we want to censor because it sounds a little weird with what we're doing with the children. let's just... Maybe that, I don't know. I don't even know if these actually make much of a difference in the game, but interesting old thing. Drug trials are qualified success, says Sir Robert. First round of trials of a new anti-melancholic medication have been a qualified success, stated Dr. Alexander Gross, acting head of the Melancholia Studies Laboratory. So basically it sounds like they've got a drug which... Actually that just sounds like this joy that we've been taking. And I think this just sounds good. So I kind of feel like that's perfectly fine for that to go into the general public reading piles. Right, well, looks like we've done all our work, and although we had that little incident with the not taking the joy, I think we feel pretty good. And of course there's nothing in our filing cabinets. Ugh. There's a pillbox. Nice pot of tea. Got our Rosie England. Although white Rosie.
Do you think the canister wonders what life's like outside the tube? Of course, he'd have to break the tube to get out. Well, that would break it for everybody.
Huh. And apparently I can't open this door, so can't muck about in there, alas. Ooh, hello.
Clive Birth Whistle. You're off at the party, aren't you?
Let's have a quick read. Dear Mr. Birtwhistle, it is so thoughtful of you to suggest how best to rearrange the department. I am always grateful for suggestions from junior staff of how best to do my job as director. However, I am afraid that it would be destabilising to swap your office with that of Mr. Hastings. Fortunately, turnover in this department is high. I don't know why that's unfortunate, but okay. If Prue doesn't return soon, I don't see why you couldn't have her office. In the meantime, I suggest you pop another joy and you'll feel the sunshine on your face whether you have a window or not. All the best, Victoria Bing, Director. Take that, Clive, you little shit. Oh, fantastic. I mean, there is nothing in that bin, but I get the option to search it. Ooh, a cricket bat. Fair play, apparently that's a prized possession. Restricted area, no unauthorized personnel beyond this point. Ooh. Apparently they're locked, that's a treat. Well, I'll just have to pretend that I am a... Can I close that? I can't close that. Oh, that's me. Huh. Not a fan. Ooh, hello. Someone's got the good stuff. Alright, well, let's
Well, let's see what Miss Bing thinks of your work now, Clive.
Farm workers expected to return from Germany with the latest harvests in and frost painting the valleys of somewhere. Wellington Wells, 129 volunteer farm workers are expected to return home within the next 2 weeks. That sounds good, so I'm going to censor it.
Not sure about that
Because
one.
this guy doesn't like me, so I'm going to try to think, what would you do, and do the opposite. That's what I'm going to do. Taxi service restored on freewheel. So basically the taxis again, but it's with these bicycles. Maybe that kind of feels bad, like it's saying, hey look, we have taxis, but they're bicycles, instead of, you know, taxis.
I hope I did that right.
So let's approve that. I know why I'm being mean, it's just fun, isn't it? Wellington under reopens. Thanks to heroic efforts of Colonel von Suffenberg's efficient mechanics, the Wellington under will restore limited service. The following stations will be served from 1 hour after curfew begins to 1 hour. I mean, that sounds like the kind of... Let's approve it. And he's not very happy about that one. I think what I wanted to do I did right, hence why he always said, oh, I don't think you've done that right, because I think he still kind of wants to do a very good job. Oh, Compulsion Games. That's, of course, the makers of this game. Right. Can't say this broom. Keep your chin up. Big tea stain. Oh, no, it's not a tea stain. It is Trenchman's gin. Fair play. Take a bowler hat? No. Don't think so. Can't take another man's bowler hat. Oh, this is Prudence's office.
Whatever happened to you, Prudence?
Let's have a look. Oh, Oh. The... Ugh. That is not nice. And they're all locked. There's the restoration machine, but it has an empty power cell. However, if I go over here, this is fine, isn't it? I take this power cell, which perfectly works. Go into Prudence's office, give it a working power cell, and I could do all of her work. I don't know why I'd do it, but why not? Do a good job for this. Sounds like we like Prudence. We're just wondering where she's gone. The new and exciting expedition, Bolshevism Against Europe, has had its sparkling gala at City Hall last night. 88 invited luminaries welcomed, including the new Queen of the Wellington Wells stage, Jane Morris, as well as the members of the Executive Committee, and of course Sir Robert Byng and his eye-catching daughter Victoria attend the glamorous function. I mean, that sounds nice. Yeah, it's got good people who went to it, and it was like the arts. That's how you show that you're a nation that's back into reality. Remember to turn in your automotive. So this sounds like you need to give it to. I'm going to censor this because this is basically saying that you had to give your card to the Germans. And that's the kind of thing we want to ignore that, because that was a bad time, right? Margaret Worthing will open Battle of Flowers. So basically there's a thing called Miss Margaret Merving, has been crowned... Who's Worthington? It's going to bug me. Has crowned the junior field commander of the 1946 Battle of Flowers, which takes place this Sunday. She will lead the annual flower parade accompanied by her father, Jack Worthing, former lead actor of the Will Kemp Travelling Players. She was crowned last night at the Garden Gala by 1945's junior field commander Sally Boyle. So it sounds like the kind of thing that's been happening since 1920, and that's definitely before the war, and before basically good old Blighty got into the muck it's in now. So I think that's perfectly fine. It's just been good fun since 1920. And police arrest 4 in breeder riot. So, that sounds interesting. One man, Ranulph Alderley, and 3 unnamed women were arrested in what the police are calling another breeder riot Sunday night. The victim, Mrs. Anne McClutchan, appears to be in stable condition, as is her husband, Mr. Cyril McClutchan. There is no word yet on the condition of her baby, whose birth was not expected for another 2 months. Ooh. The arresting officer, PC John Constable, stated, "It is dangerous for women who are in a family way, it's pregnant, to strut their condition about. Frankly, it sets people off when decent folk are doing their level best to forget." So I think what that's maybe meaning is like some people can have children and some people can't. And when people can't have children, they get really annoyed at the people who can. So it's just like, if you're pregnant, don't show people, just quietly have the baby. We're going to censor that, because that sounds like... I mean, that was upsetting. Like, a little bit to me, and I'm not even in this world. So, I'm going to just say, yeah, the general people probably
You're not coming back, are you, Prue? But where did she go?
Seems like she wants to go to the Americas. Winner, Best Attitude. Grand Prize winner on the Sam Says Team Tournament. Okay, apparently that's a team game now. Come back. Oh well. Back to normal again. Got all our colour back, so that's good to know.
I did take them. No, leave me alone.
No, there's no
I took my joy. No.
Okay.
Leave me alone. No.
That's fucking weird.
Oh, hi, Arthur.
You
I'm
seem
going
to be a bit
to
behind in our
leave.
work now that you mention it.
That was weird. Alright. Doesn't seem like an empty power cell. Doesn't seem like I can open up any of those.
rule, Britannia, Britannia rules the waves. Britons never, never, never shall be slaves.
That's outside.
And that means that our ships have traditionally
And
been
that's
able to keep a long stretch
an actual person.
Sailors used to eat nothing but ship's biscuits and salt pork.
Oh, so it's not a mask. It's actually painted then. Because that. Oh no, that's a mask. No, you can actually see the. Sorry, you can actually see it's like a very thin mask that goes on, almost like latex, maybe.
Vitamin C. But biscuits and salt pork don't have any vitamin C. So sailors and long English voyagers would get sick. And they didn't have joy to make them feel any better either. Well, a lot of Englishmen put their scientific brains to the challenge, and it was soon discovered that fresh vegetables would cure the problem right away.
Yeah. Because the vitamin C thing is something that has from time to time. Oh, that doesn't seem good. It's like a bucket, like you would leave for like a dripping tap. Like, not a tap, but like a hole in the thing. A hole in a. Yeah. Out for lunch, alright. Well, looks like we're going to the conference room.
There you are. You nearly missed the piñata.
That
It's the most
piñata's
adorable Spanish
really
custom.
weird.
Uncle Jack did a whole show about
Really
it.
squishy.
You smash it until all the sweets come out.
That sounds fun, at least.
Come on, hit it.
Oddly
Hit
squishy.
it.
Sort of like if they've made it out of paper
Hit
mache
it.
and not waited for it to dry.
Go
Well,
on, give
let's
it
do
a
it.
big old whack.
That's not a piñata. And that's not candy.
You are off your joy. Take one of mine. Oh my lord. He's a downer. Call security.
I'm a Debbie
We've got
Downer.
a downer.
Well, apparently that's not a good thing. So let's leave.
Probably a bad time to ask for that raise.
Well, at least he's got some humour in the face of it all.
Downer!
Bobbies are after us.
We've got a downer here, haven't we? Put that down! I'll fix you!
You smelled gas?
Flaming Nora.
Forget him, there's no time.
Christ, how far did those bastards chase me? There were bridges, weren't there? And tunnels. I'm pretty sure I'm not in the parade anymore. I don't even think I'm still in the village.
So I think basically we got chased for like a good while, as he was saying, by the bobbies, and we tried to open this and we couldn't, so we just cracked open this thing, and it must be a gas pipe or something, and instead of like beating me up and taking me away, they went, oh, let's not die from that, and just decided to leave instead.
Those bobbies seem to have locked me in. I suppose they were worried about the gas. Terribly thoughtful of them.
Yeah, they do call them bobbies, and I was just going with what, a bit of British slang, old British slang like, but regardless. Alright, let's try down, oh, a rat, hello. What the hell noise was that? Okay, apparently I can search toilets, but by the looks of it, nothing. But there's a sovereign, that must be the money. Get some dirty bandages, just arbitrary papers. Oh, actually got something there. Empty pill bottles, I think we're getting a lot of. Okay, apparently if you drink from a tap, you become hydrated and then you can walk with that. Let's see what we got. So, was this a mistake? It seemed so clever to disappear first, rather than trying to braze my way across the bridge. After enough joy, they'd forgot they'd ever known of Prudence Holmes. Beastly Clive would take my office, and they'd forget anyone else was ever in it. But now that I'm here, I wonder, should I have put my trust in Mr. Kite? Who's Mr. Kite? And where are his bloody instructions? In the abandoned house, yes, but which abandoned house? They're all abandoned. and how to deal with all these wastrels. My god, they look like something out of Dante. We'd chase someone out whenever they wouldn't take their joy, but we never really thought about where they went. I knew we chased them out when joy made them sick, but I didn't know it was here, to starve and weep and remember. I assumed they were sent to a sanatorium, a decent hospital, but I suppose that's what I wanted to believe. We were all complicit. We know without knowing and don't want to remember, so we don't. My god, I can't wait to get to the mainland. Oh, I've also got this letter, which I think is actually my mental notes of what was happening there, basically. So we got kicked out. We're a downer now. We're worrying about the wastrels. What was I thinking? We've got to work out the Percy stuff. Also, how long have we been eating rats? We did read that. And that's a letter of Clive Dear, Director Bing. One of our employees is subversive, made him be a downer. I overheard him in the commissary telling a friend that he thinks that his job redacting old articles is silly, and what's so scary about the truth. He is very tall and slim with black hair and brown eyes and glasses. I know I should have asked his name, but I'm a naturally shy woman, and there it leaves off. A shy woman, are you, Clive? Or are you just a nasty manipulative schemer? So I'm guessing that's a description of me. Now, to be fair,
Prudence really did run off.
I am a downer.
And she ran this way.
So,
I wonder if I'll see her again.
So we might actually just be on the trail of Prudence.
I'll need some odds and bobs and bits of metal to make a lockpick.
Glass bottle, cloth scrap, I'll take that. Nothing on the desk. Oh, there's some metal. Some bobby pins. Okay. Some more bobby pins. Interesting little bit of tick. Apparently we could just sit down if we wanted to. There's another sovereign. Bobby pins, pile of coins, and tyre strings. Have a quick look. So, to Mr. Rupert Underhill, Station 4, from Jim Watt, Chief Engineer. Dear Rupert, are you quite certain Teddy's off his joy? Perhaps he merely forgot. You've got to look after your mates, man. Have you tried tying a string around his finger? That always helps me. Anyway, I can't reassign Teddy because I haven't got a replacement. All the juniors are off at Scargill. The subsidence has been severing all sorts of connections. And the Motillen was flat. I don't know what that is. I really appreciate you sticking by a post. If we don't do our duty, who are we? But try the string around the finger. I feel certain you will manage the situation. Okay. It's the idea of tying a string around your finger, so then you'll remember that you've got something to remember, and hopefully remember that. Alright. Well, let's work out. So apparently we can craft. Here we go. We can craft a couple of things. We can craft dirty bandages. We can actually craft a suit. We're that good. We can craft a jimmy bar and lockpicks, and we can craft 2 weapons. Jolliest Brolly and Least Jolly Brolly would seem to be a crazy weapon Brolly. One is a shock and one is a fire attack. It's interesting. Anyway, so for now we want to make some lockpicks. Let's do that. Might as well make 2.
There we go. 3 years of the salamander and me getting into constant trouble finally pay off.
Well, there you go. Apparently when we do this it makes noise, so that's something to think about. I think this is going to be a lot more stealth based than
or rather, who?
I think. What the hell's this?
Are they going to hurt us?
No one's going to hurt you, Percy. I promise.
But they hurt the city.
I don't think they'll blow anything else up.
Why?
Because we surrendered, I hope.
Well, what are we going to do, Arthur?
We're brothers. We'll look out for each other.
So they must be like just memories of the past. Sort of float there for us to pick up and try to remember about. Right, well, lock shocker, alright. Sure. And this guy, Rupert Underhill. Oh, we've read about him before. Let's see if we've got anything on him. Apparently not a thing. Empty syringe. Yeah, why not? Oh. 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 Huh. That looks interesting. A nice little blood trail towards the guy. Oh, look at, there's a bed. Oh, a diary. Hopefully people don't mind me reading these. September 18th. I look into the lights like the doctors ordered. I could swear I see shapes in there moving around, like shadows but made of light. And there's shadows all around, always around the corner. He keeps turning the lights off, says he wants to save the bulbs. He's trying to make me think I'm going blind, isn't he? How he loves to feel superior. September 19th. Took 2 joy just so I could stand his ugly face. Why won't it work? Has he swapped them out for something? Paracetamol? Jelly beans? Jesus, we haven't had jelly beans since... Have we ever had jelly beans? September 20th. I hate when he talks in that slow, condescending voice. Like I'm a child. I'm not a child, am I? I don't even know any children, obviously. Jesus, what's wrong with my joy? September 22nd. There he is, scratching away in the corner. Scribble, 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 eh, Mr. Gibbon? And then the whoosh of the pneumatic tube. He's blaming it all on me. What? He's blaming it all on me, what happened, isn't he? He says it's his missus. I don't believe he's still got a missus. With his big mossy teeth, I bet she went and hold it a long time ago or longer. Was I married once? How did it end? I get an awful feeling in my stomach. I'm not sure I'm going to enjoy remembering. Something is all fucked up about the joy, and he won't send me home. We've got to stay here. Duty. December 25th. I can hear him crouching in the dark. It isn't rats. It's his big mossy teeth. It's crunching, sorry. I lie awake and picture squeezing his throat till he turns the colour of my carrots he bloody well stole. He's plotting something. September 28th. Let him try to weasel out of this one. I saw him writing those lies. Reassign me, will he? Off my joy, am I? I bloody well tripping up, and he knows it. We've October 6th. We've come to the end of our time. We've come to the end of our time. We've come to the end of our time. Well, that sounds horrifying. Oh, that's interesting. So there's, you can put stuff in here, and then you can still craft it. Okay, that's good to know. There's some beds. I've actually taken a bit of damage. I'm not actually at full health from the bobbies. Alright, so by the looks of it, we want to be in here. Maybe? Or do we want to be this way?
Too bad I don't have any other hatches to go to just yet.
Ah, so I can't... This is the access hatch, which I'm guessing is their version of fast travel. But I actually want to go this way.
The hatch looks shut. I'm going to need a way to unlock it.
So...
There must be a switch in one of these rooms.
Apparently you use a key card. I wonder if there is a key card, or is it just saying you would use a key card? Because we also picked up that hacking device, so I wonder if the whole point is actually use the hacking device. Yeah, doesn't look like I can see a key card or anything. I'd have expected to be on that guy, so let's do the hacking. So apparently this is the electric version, just what the lockpick does. Alright, well, open the door. Okay, so we found a guy who might have murdered that guy.
Come to the end of our time.
Give me and B. Alright. Look, and punch and punch and punch and punch and watch out for your stamina.
Keep calm.
Okay, if we just keep moving back. Okay, I should have moved back. Block and punch and block and punch and punch and punch and punch and punch and punch. And we did it.
It's the first fight I've won since primary school. Actually, I think it's the first fight I've been in since primary school.
And he has nothing. Apparently he's just unconscious though. Not that I'm trying to kill him or anything. Yeah, he's just unconscious. So we didn't kill him. And maybe shouldn't have tried to kill him there, just to see what would happen. That's weird. Hello? Oh, that's interesting. Well, let's loot this room and also press this button. Oh, the lights are on. So that's given us a way out. good. It's a radio. We've gone... But... let's see... A rotten carrot. I don't think I want a rotten carrot. But I don't mind having a few of those things. I don't know what this glowing stuff is. This must be the stuff that they were talking about. They needed it to flow. And oh, that carrot isn't rotten. I don't know where that is. I think it might be just at the start of where we were. Apparently, I've picked up a dart, which I can now use as a weapon. Which is cool. No. Right, let's leave.